Welcome to Outside the Stage podcast. Coming to you guys again. We're going to be doing some things tonight. We're going to be doing some sipping tonight. We're going to be enjoying each other tonight, having a little fun with it tonight. Before we get involved too deep into the video tonight, I ask that you guys go ahead on. Well, hold on. First off, thank you guys. I put a post out on my community post. Like whoopity doo. I hit 300 subscribers and things like that, and but I see the work that I put in, and I see the work that you guys put in to make even to get to the status that you guys are at right now, and it's a grind, and I do appreciate even being at the 300 because it just tells me that I have 300 people that are watching me, not necessarily 300 people that are commenting, but that just gives me just more of the incentive and the strength to maybe keep pushing forward and moving on and getting to my next plateau and things like that. So if you guys see at the community post where I put out that we have the 300 subscribers, thank you guys so much for subscribing to me. Thank you guys so much for my watch hours. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the thumbs up. Everything that goes on with the YouTube thing here, I do sincerely appreciate you. And I say that every episode, every live, every video that I put out. Thank you guys so much. So again, like me, subscribe to me, turn your notifications on. If you like the content that I'm putting out, hang out with me and just let's have some fun doing it and keep growing the channel and things like that. It's been a crazy week. So let's go ahead on and get your Glencairns. Let's go ahead on and get your teacups, get your coffee cups. Go ahead on and get your mugs. Go ahead and get your mason jars. Go ahead and get your styrofoam cups with your straws in it. Go get your buckets. Let's drink. Let's drink. I'm going to give you guys a few. You guys do know that, every time I put a video out, I'm going to talk about a one bottle. And we're going to talk about a subject, and we're going to get into the depth with some things like that. I'm going to give a shout out real quick. I ran up on this channel by accident. And I'm really digging this dude. Yeah, it is called. Hold on a second. Let me just find. Here it is, right here. It is called Big Dog's Whiskey. Let me make sure I got that right, because I'm gonna hit him up and tell him. I'm gonna take my little handful of folks and tell them to jump on his. Yeah, there he is. There's the big fella right there. Big Dog Whiskey. I'm gonna talk about him in a few minutes, but we're gonna go ahead on and pour up a bottle tonight that's interesting to me, and it's hold on. It is Stranahan's Sherry Cask Finish, and it is. I had to pull this up because I just got the bottle, and I really am interested in trying it. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit tonight with you guys here. I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. And we're gonna see what ChatGPT says about it. It is the Stranahan's Sherry Cask Finish. Tell me about it. So, it's new. It's a new. I wouldn't say allocated bottle. It is a craft. It is something that's really different, and I want to put it out to you guys. I've been doing a lot of the bigger box the bigger box bourbons, the Maker Marks, the Larcenies, the Knob Creeks, 1792s, the MGP, not MGP, but the Wellers, benchmarks, and all like that. I'm going to go ahead on to do a craft tonight and do something a little bit different. So we're going to pour it up here, and we're going to. It came like it, just like it, like you see it. Came with his own shot glass. We ain't gonna do all that. No, we're gonna go, and I also want to do this. You guys are gonna see this. I don't know if I'm gonna start a merch page. I don't know if I am, but I think this is a cool deal. Just got my Glencairns engraved with the logo, my Outside the Staves logo on it. I don't know if it can pick it up very well on the distance that I'm having with my camera, but I will take a picture and put it on this particular video so you guys can see it engraving. And if you guys want something engraved, just reach out to me and things like that, and we can work some things out and send it to you. Hold on. Wait a minute there. Hold on. Yeah. So it's Stranahan's, so we're going to get a little bit of it, and we're going to talk about this sherry cask finish right there tonight. And we are going to talk about something that's I'm troubled. I'm bothered. I'm irritated off of what I'm going to talk about tonight. So, but let's get to this first. I ain't going to mess y'all drink up. I ain't going to even mess my drink up. We're going to drink it up, and we're going to talk about it. And I hope that y'all leave a bunch of comments about it, and I hope that y'all say, Ricky, man, you ain't right, or Ricky, you wrong, or whatever. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's get this chair right. Let's get all of this right. Here we go. There it is. So the Stranahan's is, I don't know if you guys can find it. If you can, I would say for the price, it wasn't very, very expensive. It runs you anywhere from maybe $45 to $65. Let's see. Very, very low ethanol on this thing. And that's the first thing that I try to figure out. Because if a bourbon has a really high, I can't get my chair right tonight. Who been out here? Man, I try to do. Okay. So, that's the first thing I try to find out on a taste profile or a smell or whatnot, especially the nose. If the bourbon is high ethanol, it gives you an over pungent kind of connotation. I don't know if connotation would be the best word, but it sets you up for if it's going to be a burner. Well, this one here, all you get is on the nose, all you get is just the fruit. A fruit almost like it almost reminds you of a fig. Y'all remember back in the day, them old Fig Newtons, the good ones. I'm talking about the ones that were in the early 80s. It smells like a raisin, and I guess you could say a raisin fig, a date. Wait a minute here. Cherry, it doesn't go in hot at all. The baking spices hit the back of your throat. This strain of hands, it does not cover your mouth much at all. It's not very, very complex. It's pretty simple. Easy sipper, easy to drink. Like I said, low ethanol. Some other things are going to come to me as we're talking on the video tonight. So let's get down into the weeds. Let's get down into the weeds. I'm putting it off. I've been putting it off, and I've been putting this thing off long enough, and I'm not going to put it off anymore. It's Friday. Let's see. Today's the 27th. It's Friday the 27th, and I'm about to talk about it. And it ain't even it's just facts. So I'm really troubled by, and I am not going to make my podcast, I'm not going to make my videos, I'm not going to make my stuff geared toward politics. I'm not going to do that because politics and just folks just brings out the worst. You don't there's no win. You politics and family, you fall out with your family, you fall out with your friends, you fall out with your foes, but it is what it is. Wait a minute. If anybody wants a sample of that, hit me up, because the more I get with this particular bourbon, it is very, very, the sherry is really, really pungent. Not pungent, is pronounced. That's the word. It's pronounced, and it's solid. You can taste it. It's floral. It's not over floral. It's really solid on it, and you can taste the caramel. You taste the caramel on a lot of the bourbons. But let's get to this. Let's keep putting it. We're putting this off long enough. These gas prices are out of control, to the point that and let me stop talking with my hands so much. We as people that want to buy bourbon, you could do what you want to do, but like the gas prices are so out of line until the good allocated bourbons that are out, and there has been a major dump of really good bourbons that have dropped just this week. And I'll be bringing those to you guys later on throughout next week and things like that. But last Saturday, a week ago, 8 days ago, gas was at $3.69 a gallon here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I thought that was high. I was complaining about it then. Oh, wait a minute. Floral. It's a particular, it's a cherry. That sip right there brought out a lot of cherry. So that was on a Saturday. Monday, gas is up to $3.90 a gallon. And I'm like, no, I take that back. Last Friday, a week ago today, gas was at $3.60. Saturday at 3:00 p.m., gas was up to $3.90 some odd cents a gallon. And I said to myself, what in the hell happened overnight that this gas price shot up 30 cents? And I'm like, I'm irritated over it. I'm utterly frustrated because it messes up a lot of everything when you have gas prices, and that's here in Fort Wayne. That's just Fort Wayne price. So I'm like, I reached out to some friends and things, and I told them, I was like, if gas prices are like it is right now, I just said in the week that we are in right now, that gas prices by the end of this week, which today would be the end of the week, basically, it'd be up over $4 a gallon. Sure enough, again, Big Rick was right. I got up to go to work Monday, and gas was at $4.11 a gallon. And I'm like, wait a minute. So in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, please explain to me why it affects everything. It affects the amount of gas that's going into your gas tank. I had a comment from a guy last week off of one of my videos. He said, Ricky, man, I put $80 in my gas tank and it didn't even fill it up. And I went just the other day, I put $20 worth of gas in my car. Got $5.23, and that's regular gas. We ain't talking about the high octane premium or whatnot. And it messes up everything. And when I get done with this video, I'm going in and get my cruise and everything booked before the prices of my cruise goes up, because if gas prices go up, the cruise industry prices are going to go up, because it's going to cost them money to fill those ships. And they're going to pass that lovely savings on to you and I. And I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers, and I don't pretend like I do have the answers. All I do know that I am frustrated as hell with it, and that's just we haven't even got to Easter. So, and you guys do know, right after Easter, we're going to be dealing with is it Labor Day or Memorial Day, one of the two, and then we're going to be coming up to 4th of July, and so I just, y'all can see the frustration in my face. You don't see the happiness in my heart tonight with this video, because we live in a country that we should have to deal with this, but so it messes up a lot of things. I wanted to go down to Spillway. It messed up a lot of things with Spillway, with me going to Spillway. It messes up things with the Bourbon Trail, because you want to go down to these places and you want to buy bourbon and you want to have a good time down there eating. But if you have to budget 50% of your travel, basically, for gas alone to travel down to these places, so that's my spiel for tonight. And the Stranahan's is a really, really, really good drink. So my buddy just left from over here at the house. You guys don't drink your bourbon by yourself. Get with somebody and hang out with them and drink your bourbon with them and have a good time with them. My buddy came over here and we were drinking, and he brought something to my attention that I should have caught, but I missed this. I missed this one, and I'm about to pour this one up, because this is look, whoa, hold on. One more time, wait a minute now, hold on. There it is. This is a Jim Beam product, Baker's number 7. Baker 7. Jim Beam down at Claremont. My buddy Arbra and I had this conversation, and I was like, I did not see that, and it's right here in front of my eyes, and I want to talk to you guys in the bourbon world and maybe shed some light. Maybe you could probably say, Ricky, man, you're late. But I saw this and he brought it to my attention, and I told him, I'm like, hey, I'm putting this out tonight, bro, because this is interesting. You got my ear. Wait a minute here, hold on. You know, the Baker's 7 is out, has been out for a little bit, and the Baker's 13 has been out for a little bit too. So, Jim Beam product. Jim Beam is Jim Beam. I mean, you know, there's a Jim Beam bottle that I am not a big proponent of, and I'm not going to keep dwelling on that. But this particular bottle, this Baker 7, I got over right around November, latter part of November of 2025. Okay. And I got it from Costco's. And I'm going to just simplify it as best I can. I picked this up in November, just like let's say the week after Thanksgiving of 2025. When I looked at this bottle today, this bottle was barreled in December of 2016. And it was sitting on the shelves in 2025 at Costco's. Can you guys imagine how much bourbon that Jim Beam has that they can release a bottle damn near 10 years later and sell it? And we don't even think about it. My buddy brought that to my attention, and I was like, this is crazy. This is craziness to me that a bottle is barreled. A 7-year, 12 or 16, and put on the shelves. And like, this really is, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But that's what I got for y'all today. And I want to make sure that I put my stuff, oh, hey, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Again, thank you guys so much for the 300 subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep pressing away. And guess what? Y'all going to see me just like this when I hit 400. And then when I'm going to be like this, when I hit 500, it'll be like this when I hit 600. Because it's important to me. And yeah, so I want to make sure I put this shout out to this guy. So, because I said it, and then I started drinking, and then I started forgetting it. So, I went onto this channel, and his channel name, I would love for you guys to just reach out to him via going onto YouTube. Big Dog Whiskey, DAWG, Big Dog Whiskey. And I'm looking at his picture right now. Wait a minute, let me go back here because I need to talk about it because I want him to see my video here. It don't look like Big Dog missing a meal. This is a big boy right here. I thought I was a big dude. This boy is big, and he proud of what he's doing in front of that old charter. And you could tell that he is he's enjoying what he's doing. I subscribed to this dude last night. I'm gonna follow him, and pretty cool dude. Look like he's a cool dude, hanging out with his buddies and things like this. So if you guys wouldn't mind reaching out to this dude, Big Dog Whiskey. I'm gonna see if I can put this dude up on what is it called? Where I can StreamYard, yeah, and see if we can get him. Listen, let me see here. I want to talk about his channel here a little bit. He's a low subscriber, under 40. I'm gonna give you guys opportunity to go follow him. Let's get his subscribers up. I can appreciate it. I God knows I can appreciate it. So, and if I could put him out there in a little bit that I can do, I'm gonna do. I have no problem if you have 1 subscriber or if you have 100,000 subscribers. If I like what you're doing and I like your content and I like what you're about, I'm gonna subscribe to you, and then I'm gonna put you out there and I'm gonna celebrate you for your milestones. And yeah, we're gonna do it together. So let's hang out Sunday at 6 o'clock. We're gonna do a live Sunday at 6, and my lives are for 1 hour. Y'all can find the time to come out and hang out for 1 hour, just 1 hour. And we're gonna trip and dip. We're gonna talk about some folks and hang out and enjoy each other for 1 hour from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Wait a minute, hold on. Man, I've just been really lucky to be able to go and just find some really good bourbon. I not accidentally. It's just really Baker 7. Baker 7 is really good. So, hey, thank you guys again. Subscribe, like, follow, share, notifications, and we're going to continue doing what we do. So, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Like I tell you all the time, drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Peace. Talk at you later.